Right, we will not be continuing game. We'll be starting a new game.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie. What is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello?
There we go.
Anyone here?
The Federal Bureau of Control. Oh, is there difficulty options? Just want to make sure. It does not look like it. Okay. In which case we will just edit the info. It's going to be a bit redundant, but here we go. Prohibited items reminder. Federal Bureau of Control reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pages, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept, e.g. rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override. HBA protocol activated.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Bureau expenditures. Expenditure summary, Executive Sector Q2. Major staffing, surveillance, redacted. Data Center Initiative, construction, redacted. This was compiled by the Accounting Department by order of Zachariah Trench. Director Zachariah Trench. Minor office equipment, janitorial costs, redacted. Mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. Head of Research, Dr. Caspar Darling, who is played by the same actor who plays Alan Wake. Our Bureau at work. Director Zachariah Trench. Toilet.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Have no fear, students.
Oh,
Because
I am here. Hello there, fan. How are you, my friend? How did the stream go? It was good. Good. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. I'll go in lurk mode on Jesse's stream. Collectibles. Security order. Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all, redacted. Redacted, a shark in his redacted, although secure, redacted, permission to redacted, following basic protocol, redacted, shoot to kill, redacted, good luck. Yes, we finished the DLCs for Alan Wake. He is trapped in the dark place, and he just started a manuscript called Return to try and write himself out of the dark place. R4 report reminder. 2 executive sector staff from admin. Subject R4 reports due soon. Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under section 75.2 of the employee manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. Now, Kirkland, Mr. Kirkland, was the FBC, the Bureau of Control member that Tim Breaker, Sarah Breaker, the sheriff in Bright Falls, her father, that's who he contacted.
Hello?
To let them know that shit was going down in Bright Falls.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you. You're relevant. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you out.
I'm sure Helvete means like shit.
I've done
Fuck.
enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
And we're back at the entrance. Is the loop closed? Yes. So we came from that corner where the elevator was and there was no elevator. We ran round. And then we are back.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Starring Courtney Hope. Lead producer Juha Vainio. Art director Jana Pulkkinen and world design director Stuart McDonald. Lead programmer Sean Donnelly, lead designer Paul Erith. Lead character artist Antti Pulmio. Oh, there's too many. It's going too quick. Sorry. I tried.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Oldest house. Discovered August 4th, 1964. Approved terminology reminder. Fuck you, Twitch. Oh, well, what's going on with Twitch? Kick me out. Oh, yeah, fuck you then, Twitch. Piece of shit. Reminder, RE drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Word/phrase to use. In the service of his or her country, regret, proud/pride will be remembered. Words or phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood/bleed, loss, apologies/sorry. Last thing I heard was how was your stream. Ah, okay. No, I was just saying that we got kicked out of. We finished the DLCs of Alan Wake. He is stuck in the dark place. But he just started a new manuscript called Return to try and write himself out of the dark place, essentially. He was losing his mind for a while, but with Thomas Zane's help, he pulled it back together. Federal Bureau of Control. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Investigate the noise in the director's office. And then I explained about Alan Wake American Nightmare, which is it was like a downloadable standalone thing that was Xbox exclusive, so I can't access it. But essentially, it was just it ended up in Night Springs, which is the TV series that kept popping up on the TVs throughout Alan Wake. And Alan Wake's using it to try and, you know, work through ideas to get him out of the dark place. But Mr. Scratch, his evil doppelganger, who's his like repressed, that Thomas Zane introduced at the end of Alan Wake, not the DLCs, the actual game. His worst repressed desires and thoughts, and he is all of those things. He can move from the dark place into the real world. He tries to stop Alan Wake within this Night Springs episode, and it ends up like a time loop. But eventually, Alan works through it, beats Mr. Scratch by burning him, you know, burning his darkness with a cinema projector that shows a film that in this Night Springs episode was made by Alice Wake, Alan's wife, about their reunion after being separated. And that is where it ends, with Alan still in the dark place, but having foiled Mr. Scratch.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
But Control gets trippy as shit, man. Testing. We are broadcasting from the Pyramid Other. Only the director can wield the gun, sword, intentionally left blank. Your application will be processed.
Poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Only the director can bind the service weapon and live/die. This is your ritual/challenge. You must choose to be the chosen one.
Look at this place. Where am I?
The Astral Plane. Follow the board's instructions to complete the Astral Plane challenge. Bubblegum, Polaroid. All, none of the above. These are the concepts, tattoos we see in your minds. The service weapon. It has many forms, like the house prison you occupy.
The same gun.
Control the gun house. Yeah, man. It's so fucking cool. I played Control before I played Alan Wake.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
I didn't play Alan Wake until last year, I don't think, but I played Control. When I got my PS5, this was... on the... fuck off. The PS Plus, like, free games thing. So this was like one of the first games I played on the PS5. And it's so good. The service weapon regenerates ammo when not in use. Ah, you bitch. Enemies drop health elements when damaged. Collect health elements to restore health. We wield the gun, you. The board appoints you. Congratulations, Director.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
That looks like Trench and Biden. Just run over his body.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You. Oh, thank you. That was horror.
His God. Compiled by Emily Pope, Research Specialist. By order of Director Jesse Faden. Well, we haven't done that yet. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted security guard. Confidential. Summary. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armoured guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilise hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. So much is expected from the Director. The responsibility, the privilege. Zachariah Trench. Service weapon. ID service weapon. OOP-1-KE. Acquisition date. That would be in American, so it would be the 4th of August 1964. Containment location, not applicable. Containment procedure, no unique procedures required. Description, para-utility. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redacted. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of, which would be Director of the FBC. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the board, though their criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now used as the Director's office. The popular hypothesis, redacted, many forms throughout history. Redacted, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanastra, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. See Dr. Darling, presentation 11.1 for more details.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fucked. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
See, it's Alan Wake's voice. Bum, bum, bum. proceed further into the Bureau.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
Dead man. Okay.
Open assets. Materials. You do not have a clearance level. Okay, undefined reading. Awesome. I do think it's cool how they how Remedy, you know, incorporate live action shit in their games. Federal Bureau of Control. Agenda items for next executive meeting. T0. Oh, 2, not T0. 2 executive staff from admin. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Let's check out the ladies' bathroom too. To H. Marshall from L. Keenum, subject another dud. Confidential, for Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. It wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Dinner reservations. It's 7 PM at Chez Ambre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Did we go in this? Nope.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your
Already pictures of Jesse.
conveyed me earlier. The hiss, burrowing into everything in this place.
Visitor evaluations. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control. Established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform the Gunnar's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then redact it immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious.
Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious.
Urban Legends, compiled by Paula Bronte and Lorenzo Dunn, researchers, by order of Emily Pope, research specialist. Summary. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially redacted in popular culture using Redacted, our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on Redacted, a pair of scissors that consume human Redacted through 2 punctures on the Redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4-93-6942 for full report.
Burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over. Ranger second class Pulaski. Oh, Jesus. Dead already. After dying, we will revive at the most recently accessed control point. We haven't accessed a control point yet. Please tell me I don't have to pick up all the stuff again. The hiss.
No.
Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Fuck you, Ranger second class Pulaski, you dick.
Control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Cleansed.
We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you
Do I have outfits? No.
Hero? Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Oh shit!
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
Yeah, it did.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Indeed.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
That you are now the
Yes.
head of.
I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Goodbye.
It didn't work.
Speak.
The hiss has burrowed too deep.
Hiss agent. Confidential. Summary. The hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters, or other cocoons preparing to enter the next stage of evolution. When attacked, hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility, or undergoing a transformation to a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report.
Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Fine. Where have you gone? Oh, you've gone up there. Anything to pick up here? No.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the Director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Thank you, Emily.
That's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the Director. That's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the Hiss destroy it all.
To ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department? The hotline should be in the communications department.
The oldest house.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, So unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable.
She has really
The
big
Bureau
eyes.
prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
Director Trench.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data.
That's so fucking cool.
But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
Objects of power.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it.
She speaks like I speak, really, really quickly.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. So HRA stop you from becoming hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. And each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
Oh, yes, Jesse.
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. His behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Oh, I will. Count on it. And I do like the way they open chests in this. It's not just Jedi that have the Force. The only person you should fail is yourself, Zachariah Trench. Fail on former directors. Looks like it. Weapon mod. We have no weapon mods. Assets. So we need to go right and up there, I think. But first, oh no, we go down and through there. Oh. Burr, burr. I think I need to adjust the brightness slightly, just for me. Does that work? I think that's actually made it worse. We might turn it down then. Is that better? Maybe. Difficult for me to tell. Control points, compiled by Paula Bronte and Lorenzo Dunn, researchers, by order of Emily Pope, research specialist. Summary. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point, in the redacted arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using the redacted within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or redacted, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that the control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be redacted. Refer to file 7-25/2788 for full report. What year did Fallen Order come out? I think they copied their chest opening thing. Animation. That's the word I was looking for. Trench and someone. Shifted bathroom complaint. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. D. Rodriguez. Technological restrictions. Examination of paranatural topics. Compiled by Dr. Carla Vaughan and Dr. Hubert Tan, research specialists, by order of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Summary. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our Bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural unconscious, maybe, redacted for the oldest house to redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Refer to file 4-19-1935 for full report. Hey. Exclusive to Shatter, but we don't have Shatter. Or Awesome. And we're back at the director's office, where the man's body has been taken. Director Trench's body is gone. Boom, 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 boom. This is where we came through, so there shouldn't be... Yeah, just the radio. No, we can't get through there because we haven't got a clearance pass yet. Okay, onward.
There it is again. A welcome message.
Personal mod. Oh. Health recovery, energy. We'll equip the health recovery one, please. So, one. Travel costs. Week 83 report. Summary. Visited the following Nevada accommodations. Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditures. Accommodation $831.29. Meals $714.84. Gasoline $295.12. Minibar $313.61. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify new places of power. Drinking those little whiskies is my ritual. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines.
Overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. I'm with you on that.
Hiss barrier. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other, non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very fact of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. Yeah, we can't touch that. Not yet. Havana summary. ID AWE 40-48. So 48. Event date 23rd September 2017. Havana, Cuba. Event summary. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Redacted deaths were reported, and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been redacted. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise, accompanied by an intense pressure in their ears. This lasted for redacted minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental US. After Formula I.9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI85 for details. Unstable area notice. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green, stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Dead letters. Machine God correspondence. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans, plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me in the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Trench, dead letter approval. To Zachariah Trench from P. Bartwell, subject to department approval. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloguing the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realise not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyse the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Barwell. Is that a radio? Oh no. Correspondence. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, I called the police but they never come to my house. I got a problem and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs, says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish. You got to come handle it. My wife's really upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Cleanse control point. I can only imagine how much this would have fucking chugged on like PS4. Even worse on like Xbox One. Book Club. Penny. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 PM on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Barwell.
She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Topher.
Oh dear.
We'll find your mama together.
Imagine showing this to kids, man. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. Dead presidents. To whom it may concern, I'm being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that! I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. China Fashion Kids.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Communications. We're on the right track.
So do we need to go up the stairs? I cannot tell. No. Oh, headshot boost. Thank you. Oh shit. I'll do it, mate. Fucking gas canister on the noggin with that much force. Book Club, Samson. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Samson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, but I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies, or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know what I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, signed me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favourite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. 2 out of 5.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Run, run, run! You're mine, floppy disk. The floppy disk nuke can be bound. To gain launch telekinesis. Teach us to believe, Director.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
And now we start getting some cool shit. Launch, align the cube thingamajig into the whole slot to advance. I need a proper floppy disk. Back in my day, they were actually floppy. Hiss noise is burrowing into our astral plane secret base. You must stop. Mute them, Director. Yeah, same man. Back in my day, they were proper floppy. The Hiss antagonist is seeking the astral plane.
You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the Hiss.
Let's throw this bag of cement. Easy, easy, easy. And nowadays, I'm sure kids just think that they're into the save icon. Unlike Word. Hiss demolition expert. The Bureau only allowed certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track redacted entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who trained specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behaviour? Can it not pass along new information to corrupt entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to file redacted for full report. Hiss Ranger. The Rangers of the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities, beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, Is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree? Or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilise it? Further observation is required. Prefer to file redacted for full report. Floppy disk. Why did you 3D print a save icon? Is a sentence I've heard in real life. Oh my god. That's amazing. I didn't realise that actually happened. Oh. Oh god. The time. The passage of time. Jesus Christ. ID, floppy disk, OOP5-KE. Acquisition date, the 11th of March, 1974. Containment location, redacted. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Description / para utility. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to redacted for research purposes. Background. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Redacted by agents Redacted and Redacted with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to redacted missiles, so nuclear missiles, believed to be reserved for use against Redacted. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off and was requisitioned by agents the next day. Papa Wolf, how's it going? Hope you are maintaining control. Is this an SCP? It is an SCP. Kind of. It's definitely inspired by SCP. But yeah, man, it's going good. How are you? It's nice to see you, Papa. Oh, you did it just as I was going to do it.
The hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Hey Wolfie, it's alright, today is Steam Next Fest. Oh, I was unaware. I want to try some demos. Yeah, man. Especially if there's some interesting shit on there. How long do the demos stick around for? Or are they just demos forever now? Because I might check out some after stream tonight. See what's on there and then see. Booney, you play a game. I got my duty. Thank you, fan. I will follow your orders to the letter. RE Information Campaign, or Re-Information Campaign summary of Willow AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to redact it. So another AWE behind us and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring Redacted and Redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. Guess it varies, but another demos go away with Steam Next Fest. Oh, is it just for the one day then, Next Fest? Because this is, I think, the first time I'll have had like a decent PC for Next Fest. Got him. I don't know how long it is. I think it's all. Oh, okay. So there's plenty of time for me to check shit out. That's good to know. It's not like it's a 24-hour thing. Ooh, interesting. Is there anything in particular you got your eye on? Anything in particular that tickles your fancy? Oh, I'm sure there was actually a thingy in there then. Like a case file that I didn't pick up. Yes. Data breach. The Last Exterminator looks like a good boomer shooter. Oh, interesting. System security evaluation. Confirmed data breach. Summary. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file, which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Struchens, Rubens Nogueira, Otto Kulamaki, Christopher Mills Bowling, Jaakko Saarinen. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action is pending. Oh, we got a clearance level key.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
There's also Sex of Thrones. Maybe not on stream. I'm scrolling through the list. Nice.
Tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspicionCon.
SuspicionCon.
I was in room 47. The night manager and avid listener to the program insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager was claiming years back the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. The body had been there a week, he said.
That would have
Guests
fucking
had stayed there,
stunk.
sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course.
Of course.
Ghosts visited me. No chilly spots or flickering lights. But I found myself under the bed. It was dark, stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me a room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story.
So brave.
And I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange. Something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do.
Claim control point. Another clearance
This must open the door.
And we will test that out. But in 10 minutes we're getting some ads, so let's just have a little bit of an explore. Now that we've got our clearance. Marshall, lockdown distinctions. To A. Tomasi from H. Marshall, subject proper distinction of lockdown types. Pay attention, Alberto, this is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting the use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via directorial override in maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal, nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach, based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A. the threat has been neutralized, and B. a high clearance level individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell, I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. Well, we can't go in there. Ah, fuck it, we'll go through. We've got 7 minutes. We can, because I'm pretty sure there's a boss through here, so. There he is, Mr. Tomasi.
They can fly now. Great.
Oh shit. Get back here, you pussy!
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Correspondence. Tea time. Hey Malcolm. Yes, tea time's at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. This is to M. Milosh from J. Bozer, Golf on Sunday. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about it, would you? See you Sunday, Jim. Hiss elevated. Summary. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. I'm going to try that sentence again. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to change their targets, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts. Refer to file redacted for full report. Any other reports? Or anything lying about? It would seem not. Right, we're getting ads in 3 minutes. And then I'll go and grab another drink, all that jazz. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing.
Alberto Tomassi, head of comms.
Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. Alberto Tomassi.
The Hiss got him.
That they did.
Alright, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but you can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds of all of that to show up inside the U.S. Embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Are you still recording this?
The guy was a dick. Boot summary, or Butte. AWE ID AWE 17. Event date 23rd of September 1992. Event location Butte, Montana. Event summary. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity, located at Redacted, which had been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house, redacted days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home's closet disappeared during this incident. I don't know if it's Butt or Butte, but I'm saying Butte. That's what I'm going with. Right,
The hotline can't be far now.
We've got ads in 10 seconds. There we go. Ads are on. So I'm gonna pop out, get drink, run the loot, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. See you in a second. Oh, perfect timing. We've got 5 seconds left on the ads. Ad break has ended. Hotline chamber. This is the room where Drake did the dance. Hotline security log. All visitors must check in. 19th of August 2019. 2:45 p.m. Director Trench. 26th of August 12:13 p.m. Director Trench. 31st of August 9 minutes past 11 p.m. Bill Everett, custodian. 2nd of September 2:45 p.m. Director Trench. 9th of September 2:45 p.m. Director Trench. 14th of September 10:57 p.m. Bill Everett, custodian. Lots of 2:45s for Director Trench. 16th of September 2:45 p.m. Director Trench. 23rd of September 2:45 p.m. Director Trench. 28th of September 9:15 a.m. Director Trench. 28th of September 10:59 p.m. Bill Everett, custodian. 1st of October 3:34 a.m. Director Trench. 12th of October 11:03 p.m. Bill Everett, custodian. 26th of October 11 minutes past 11 Carol Bishop, custodian.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream Logic. The light switch cord.
Director use of
Door marked with the Black Pyramid.
What is Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point? Catalyst light switch. The law of 3 applies. Stand here.
Whoa. Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country. On the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Yeah, it's gonna be so cool.
Hello? Anyone here?
The law of 3 applies.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Thank you. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. Look, it's where Drake did the dance. Sounds like the Matrix telephone calls as well. At tea time, everybody agrees. The Hotline Seashell is a transmitter bridge. Directors can call the board long distance. Oh. Well. That was good. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Well done, dialed, Director. In the hotline collectibles menu, we expect compulsive weekly calls.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can read.
Ring, ring. It's Dr. Darling calling. In 1978, a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered. And the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
Boom, boom, boom. Hotline. OOP-3-UE. Acquisition date. The 9th of August, 1965. Containment location, Hotline Chamber, Executive Sector. Containment procedure. Object should be inaccessible for use except for the director. Description / power utility. Object is a 1960s era red bakelite phone. Red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs. Redacted. The object allows the director to communicate with the redacted with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal redacted. I shit my pants! Jess, hello! And Jess's Raiders, thank you for sticking with her and thank you for choosing me. Appreciate it. John, Annette, Bibbs. It's the whole squad. Thank you, fan. On top of the modding duties, as per. Hey, it's a Jess raid, it is indeed. Brother. Hello, Bibbs. How's it going? Yeah, it's fine. You're doing the Lord's work. Hello, hello. Hello. How you doing? How's today treating you? They're playing some more Diablo 4. Is it the new season and stuff for Diablo now? Is that what you were enjoying today? Background. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including redacted and redacted, but its origin remains unknown. I'm doing good. Really excited that I got to do my first reaction stream. Oh! I'm on mobile being stupid, but Jess rated. Cheers. Thanks, Comfy Dumb. Appreciate it. Ah. So what were you reacting to? You got me curious. The D4 campfire talk about this. Oh, so they're giving you updates about what they're planning to change in the new seasons. That's cool. Are you excited for the changes?
A director needs
Are they
a
pleasing?
team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially.
Fan, they please me. Ooh. Yes, thank you, fan.
Right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmore hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director.
Yeah, and D4 is pretty controversial because it flopped after their first update and yeah, they changed it. Oh, well, at least it looks like they're rectifying those initial mistakes. Yeah, I did hear that that people had kind of soured on Diablo. So maybe this will bring people back, or at least give the people who've stuck with them something to enjoy.
My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. Then my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess.
They pissed a lot of people off. But I'm a faithful hoe. That's what the pissed off ones. Yeah, I had heard, but isn't that like standard Blizzard at this point?
Listen to him. He feels more like an echo.
You are the director now. We expect independence, dependence. You are authority, chosen one. The Bureau game needs you. Isn't that true? Apparently this is common with Blizzard games, unfortunately. Yeah! Yeah, haters gonna hate. It's common with all games, Blizzard do so. It is common with a lot of games. I just think that Blizzard, especially recently, have, you know, they've got a pretty horrendous track record with it. I mean, look at what happened with Overwatch 2 and their, like, what was it, their story mode or whatever it was meant to be. They just keep, like, it seems like they deliberately take L's all the time.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed at
that was embarrassing.
Like investigating AWEs across.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I gave up with Activision. Didn't Starfield ever get quite a bit of criticism too? Yeah, I think it did. I'm not sure how much of that is, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Genuine, or if it's just people who decided before they'd played it that they didn't like it, going in and ripping it to shreds. But I don't think it was quite the slam dunk that they anticipated it being. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Boona. We are currently playing Control because Alan Wake 2 comes out in just over 2 weeks, and we've just finished the Alan Wake DLCs today. Jumping into Control because the DLCs of Control lead directly into Alan Wake 2 as well, and Control, because they share the same universe, so Control helps build out a lot of that world building. Hi Bruno. Hey Comfy! It's more common with basic games. Alright. I get it. Go for it. I've been here. Hello. But yes, we are chill. I'm happy to chat. I'm happy to chill. Lurk away if you feel like it. No pressure to stay. Go do the shit you need to do. I appreciate you coming in with Jess, and I appreciate Jess for the raid. With that being said, I will continue. BRB snack time. Yeah. Do you. Do what needs to be done. I say, no pressure. Thanks for coming in the first place.
It's the country. Back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same.
Yeah, fun, feel free to go.
Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic.
He can't.
The light switch cord.
He can't go. He's my mod extraordinaire.
Places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while.
Did I hear a banner?
Beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
A man after mine own heart.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me.
But,
I couldn't manage
most
it
importantly,
in my own
how y'all doing
house,
today?
At my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth.
I hope the day's treated you well.
No one would hear our screams. If an enemy
Or if it hasn't, then it does from here on.
It'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
I have COVID and cheese balls. Fuck. Well, one of those is good. Cheese balls sounds good. COVID, less so. Dying slowly, the wait for Spider-Man is causing me physical pain. It's so close. Yeah, well, that seems more self-inflicted. I have kind of more sympathy for Comfy.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing.
Fair. Yeah, I know what you mean though, fan. I'm proper hyped for Alan Wake 2 now. I've gone down the rabbit hole on all the theories again. You know, gone on Reddit in my own time and reading all what people are theorizing. And
answers. Would they have
it's bad.
This threat? I didn't see it coming. A traitor in our midst. Conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now.
I feel that, mate, on a spiritual level.
I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. must reach the hotline.
Did we order Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? We did not, because I have to order Alan Wake 2 first. This Alan Wake takes priority because it comes out sooner. But I will do. I'll get the. I imagine I'll get the deluxe physical edition because that's what I like to do with games I really want.
An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
Unfortunately, Alan Wake 2 is not doing.
People react strongly when I tell them about
physical edition.
Is it
It's
too
digital
soon to
only,
tell Emily?
but it's also
She
only
might be
like
able to help.
50 quid as opposed to 70, so I can't really have too many complaints. But I do like to own the games I really want physically. Okay. No que pasa. Trench Bureau funding. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Digital only with a discounted price. That's a good business tattoo. Yeah, that's what they're saying. They want to encourage more people to buy it, and they save money on distribution. So, I mean, I understand it. I can't do that one because it's a 4, but isn't there like a 1 up here? Yeah, there is. Bow down. Agent Death Notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son Graham Potts was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honoured to tell you that he died in service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. We'll do the loop. See if there are any other passcoded doors. Have we?
Reminder,
yeah,
if you
we
experience an unanticipated building shift,
boom, boom, boom. You were a 1. Parautility. Compiled by Emily Pope, Research Specialist, by order of Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Objects of power and their parautility. Summary. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals parautilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the parautilitarian. Using the redacted object of power as an example, some parautilitarians can achieve a throw distance of blank of redacted, while others are only capable of as little as redacted. See Dr. Darling, presentation 11.15 for more information. That will be the floppy disk object of power. Comfy. Okay, fever and chills returns. I must go pray for death. I'll see you around. I'll pray for you, and it won't be for death. I hope you feel better soon, Comfy. I really do. This new strain of COVID seems like it really fucking sucks. So, you're in my thoughts. Hopefully the cheese balls can provide some kind of solace. Love you, Comfy. Thank you, love. Feel better. Yeah, love you, Comfy. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some redacted exists within the body, and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Refer to file 8-54-1982 for full report. Feel better? Yeah, please do. But for no one's sake other than your own. So do we not keep what outfits we unlocked between... No, we don't. Between playthroughs.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk. Of course.
Initial impressions. Summary. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioural facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behaviour. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behaviour is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss-corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss? More work to be done. Refer to file redacted for full report.
Of course.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown.
Yeah, of course
you can perform
it
a
is.
directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
Indeed.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Such an awesome, like, brutalist building. It never ends. Artie, the janitor. Department of Maintenance. looks like a Mako reactor. We are at war, hostile takeover. This is the opposing force, foreign power. We will provide countermeasures strategy, accept, ingest them at control points. These countermeasures missions will benefit you. We will give resources, rewards, for each completed countermeasure.
Hi, Jesse.
Oh.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions
But
soon.
you had the...
Just let me know.
You had the quest tracker on you?
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
I do not hear that.
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Objects up to 20 feet. Bullshit. You've never recorded any distance over 5. Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Boost my energy, please. I think I might just boost energy again. Launch time. Nah, we're going to boost energy for that. And now we can get another weapon. Shatter has high stopping power with a scatter shot that devastates grouped enemies at close range. It's like our shotgun. And now we can build mods too. Don't have spin, don't have charge, don't have surge. Sure, we can do those. Well, that's Artie who's singing.
Hope wants us to get a field lab set up as soon as possible.
Pardon me.
And see what you can find around.
I am the great mighty Pooh. Did we? Yeah, we did go in there. Okay.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
He's got a pony Walkman.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It
felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Clearance level 5.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
That's stuck in my head. I don't know why, because I remember a mission that's coming up. Is that just where I was? Yeah.
What's down that way?
Investigate the strange light in the break room. Oh, it's more Threshold kids.
Drawing the pyramid. what? The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
It is.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
So fucking weird, man. I shit my pants. Cleanse the merry-go-round horse, object of power.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous.
Yeah, it's lots of non-Euclidean architecture.
Object of power. How do you think it got down here?
Sounds peaceful. Why do I sign up?
Carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Circle to evade. To evade dash, use it to prove escape yourself. The merry-go-round horse, choo-choo. Bruh. Jump and circle to air evade. Cold enemies are immune to Jesse's attacks. Success, end of level. You have been elusive. You and the horse are now bound, friends for life. Yay, friends for life.
Let's see the Hess keep up with me now.
Well done. You got the job.
You got the
It's
job.
place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working.
Work.
Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yaha, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Magnas on perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already
He's
messed up
speaking
the
Finnish?
cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside. He's starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions.
Thank you.
You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The works on the task board here, you can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ahti.
Can we not speak to him? What a mess. Burn the trash.
Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all.
Oh.
Burn it into a reindeer.
Not into a moose. That's a level 2, so have I got level 2 clearance now? Yes. Merry-go-round horse. ID merry-go-round horse. Objective power 16-KE. Acquisition date 14th of June 1998. Containment location redacted. Containment procedure. Object to be kept in a confined space when unbound. Description slash para utility. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when redacted its path. The object is currently bound by redacted. Background. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local redacted reported that the rides would move on their own and they would be chased out. When these rumours reached the Bureau, see America Overnight episode 235, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local redacted were found dead at the scene. The object attacked Agent Redacted by redacted. Agents invoked Formula C.5 to redacted the object long enough to redacted. Jesus. Oh, you're a 4. I thought there was a 2 somewhere. But I suppose we can get some new abilities. By launch damage. Do we care about our melee damage? Get more health. Spin can upgrade grip. You were a 2. I knew I'd seen one. Book Club Lopez. Unless You review by Captain Lopez. These days, most YA novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless You manage to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because of dystopian future, and along the way they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the Fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for YA. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it, didn't trust it, didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end, contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor.
Here's to you, Mr. Northmoor.
But I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
We got ads in a minute 30. Arish, escaped object of power. Attention maintenance staff. An object of power has escaped the Panopticon a couple of weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own. And definitely don't bind it to yourself. The Security Chief, Simon Arish. NSC power plant.
Hey, are you new? Go talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
I think you'll find I'm in charge here as the director. Alright, we've got ads in 10 seconds. So I'll pause and we'll wait them out for people. Ads starting soon. Ads are on. Okay, I'm going to go for a wee, then I'll be back. Probably, 90 seconds. See you in a second. Oh shit! Thank you for the raid, Core. And everybody. Ah, it's fucking in the middle of ads. Fuck's sake. I appreciate it. We've got a minute of these ads left. But I appreciate you. I'll be able to let you know just how much when the ads finish. I feel alright too. God, we've had some raids today. Hope your stream is going well. My stream is going awesome. There we go. Ad break ended. Thank you for the raid, Core. I really appreciate it, man. How you doing? The stream's going very well, and hello, all raiders. Sucks that you came in during a fucking outbreak. That's fucking shit. Power Wash Simulator. We use Zen. Do you get Zen in Power Wash Simulator? It seems like one of those games that would send me into a happy place. But that's going well. We beat the Alan Wake DLCs earlier, and then jump straight into Control because Alan Wake 2's out soon, and we gotta get it done. But no, thank you one and all for coming along. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Boona. I'm great, lol. My timing is awesome. It was pinnacle. Yes, I'm Boona. We are playing, as I say, Control, and we will be up until Alan Wake 2's release, and we're also going to be getting back into Baldur's Gate 3 next week too. But I need to make some progress through here, so it's Control for this week, and then Baldur's Gate 3 and Control next week. But there is no pressure. You can go off, do what you need to do, you know, get some food, go to bed, have a stretch, go to the loo, whatever you need to do, you go do it. I appreciate you for just stopping by. Power Wash is super chill. I'm having a blast playing. Yeah, man, a blast. Oh, I see what you did there.
Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Can you be in a safe room?
But yeah, absolutely no pressure. You can chat, you can chill, you can lurk. Or you can leave. You do what you need to do. You need to get some food. That's it, man. Lead by example, Core.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here.
No.
We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing. Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. So
seems reasonable.
Dangerous. Dr. Darling said you know would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a barman. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Fingers crossed, bro.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
Arish, security matters. To S. Arish from El Salvador. Subject, keep a lookout. Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about Artie, just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him, so you could better deal with his odd habits. But yes, it's still very much a classified matter. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide on next steps. Cheers, Lynn. P.S. In case you hadn't noticed, something is up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it.
What's your read on all this? When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature.
This baby.
I hope.
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
Someone has a crush.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that. What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got 2 very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
What do you know about the Hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the Hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought.
Yeah, it is pretty horrendous.
Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here. You can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. But there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. The thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You monitor something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new was our best bet.
Thank you, Arish.
I should be going.
Right. You gotta lock down the lift.
Which way are we going? We're heading right. But left gets us to the... Oh, gets us to the... trash? Yes, so we will go left first. Oh, and the coolant pumps can go this way too. Hiss charged. Summary. The Hiss charged agents are examples of extreme physical deformation resulting from Hiss corruption. Hiss charged display an unthinking fixation on any non-corrupted individuals in the area. Once within a specific proximity, they erupt into a burst of focused Hiss resonance, so dense that it acts as a physical force. The Hiss charge is depleted if the Hiss corruption after this eruption. The Hiss charge is depleted of the Hiss corruption after this eruption. The host is left lifeless. This behaviour may be an adaptive response to the HRAs. The Hiss charge is designed to blow the devices off potential hosts, exposing them to the resonance. Is the Hiss capable of customising a corrupted host's altered ability to this degree? Why is the physiology of the Hiss charge so dramatically different from the host's original form? Lots of questions, no answers. Refer to file redacted for full report. Hear me. Was there anything over this? No. Okay.
Replace the parts.
Did we do it? We did. Hope you jump, Jesse. Oh, it's his janitor's cart.
By trash, did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material?
My name is Dr. Hughes, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department.
Seems like I'm breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal,
Right
but
under our noses.
if that's what Ati wants,
To allocate me the
then I'll
budget.
get it done.
So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that?
No.
A sentient force capable of communicating. I checked and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe it. Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat?
People.
I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
I was only joking. Ah, mate. One more. Anything else? To pick up? Anything on the lower floors to pick up? Ah. Loot. Mail tube complaint. Hey Boza, get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of a shift or a threshold or some such fuckery. And if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such bullshit. Why do we even use these fucking tubes if they just spit our mail out in some other goddamn dimension? Just venting here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit. Rodriguez. Is Is these the only stairs? These are the only stairs. Annoying. Or more launch damage? Let's do more launch damage and then we'll get more energy next time.
Hold together a little longer. See coolant pumps. I take it we can't drop down there. We would die.
Chrono, go to city. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the core.
Fucking hit it. We're doing all right. Correspondence. Clog complaint. That gross blockage down in the water systems is back. What the fuck is it? And where does it keep coming from? Why the hell does Artie keep yelling nonsense at him? He acts like he can understand him. Of course he acts like we can understand him too. Guess that's just his brand of crazy. I'm going to try a new drain cleaner. Extreme strength. No, you donkey.
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in. He got him caught with his hand in the fist. My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He's trying to sneak in. He got him caught with his hand in the fist.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
I am the great mighty Pooh. And I'm going to throw my shit at you. That's why I was singing it, because there's another giant Pooh fucking monster. Props if you get the reference. Love Conker's. Yes, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Bro, just fucking get shot, mate. So fucking disgusting. You are the great mighty Pooh. Oh, for God's sake.
This place is gonna come down.
Yeah, well, we've got to get the chest first.
There are the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
Oh yeah. Oh no 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 no. you piece of shit. There we go. His troopers. Summary. Troopers are meant to be the first agents to enter unknown AWEs, thresholds, or any other paranaturally hazardous situation. They are heavily armoured and heavily armed in preparation for the worst. As a result of their role, his troopers have access to the heaviest armour and weaponry from the Bureau's armoury, including military-grade chain guns and grenade launchers. In addition to their already formidable FBC-issued armour, the Hiss resonance surrounding these entities is dense enough to stop bullets. If forced to engage one of these, be sure to make use of any available cover. Also note that to the telekinetically talented, enemy grenades can be a welcome source of ammunition. Refer to file redacted for full report. No mod. Right. I want to go up and check that door. See if it's openable or not. See if it's openable now. No, no. I clean. Oh, I was looking to see how far it was up. Ah, we're here. Agent ID JZ. Oh, fuck! Evade energy cost down, energy recovery speed up. Yeah, we should probably evade more. I've not been doing that. Oh, excuse me. still more of them. Oh yes, lots. Jesus. I assume we can't use that yet. Yeah. Rude. Anything along these? Look like they're built to climb. Perhaps not. Okay then. What else you got? Bruno, how are you? I'm good, bud. How are you? How's today treating you? Put on a show in front of your cobbers. Oh my god, I don't know what cobbers means. No, we're in the wrong place. So it would seem. Thresholds. Thank you. Thank you, fan. Once more doing the Lord's work. Compiled by Dr. Carla Vaughan, Research Specialist, by order of Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Thresholds. Summary. The oldest house is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warning. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer once it manifests. The widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on a redacted frequency different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a redacted. Others theorize thresholds are parallel universes, or possibly our own reality at a different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered materials affects the house or attracts the thresholds. We do know for certain that thresholds are not permanent. Eventually their frequency will shift. Some believe Earth itself is just another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in some other reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes redacted in those who learn of it, so it's actively denied. Refer to file 5-05-1881 for full report. Palsol. Ah, so it just means mates. I get it. I get you. Fan, you are too much. I don't deserve it. You do! Yes, you do. Nah, I'm just everyone's bud, that's all. Exactly! So then why would we not? Shout you out. You deserve it, sir. I'll hear nothing said against it. Yes, I'm not. Then you already know. Investigate the training course. We shall. home safe tests, compiled by Emily Pope, research specialist, by order of Helen Marshall, head of operations. Munitions testing on Object of Power 22, aka home safe. Summary. The safe Object of Power can produce a barrier using objects or material from its immediate vicinity. See OOP-22 case file for more details. Bureau Rangers were given permission to employ heavy weaponry against a para-utilitarian bound to this object in order to gauge the web barrier's durability. Redacted and redacted velocity ammunition were tested with redacted results. Testing will continue after redacted. The safe Object of Power is clearly a viable candidate for use in combat response scenarios. Allowing para-utilitarians to participate in altered engagements would be an advantage worth considering. Refer to file 8-53-8367 for full report. Look at you with your sword in hand, fan. Noble as ever. He is. That he is. Tennyson report warning. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did this is going to get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know? I tell you, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be downright hostile work environment sometimes. Hey. In the training course, field training. Field training actor complaint. I'd like to file a formal complaint re the unauthorized use of my voice in a state of quality that I did not agree on. The fact they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal was not communicated to me at all. Had it been, I would have disallowed the use of those recordings. I want use of the Ranger Field Training Course recorded messages to halt immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR with this if necessary. Signed, Randall Pulaski.
So I just read this? Welcome to the Ranger Field Training Course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button.
It is the job. Yeah, I do want to.
I always did love obstacle courses.
Nice. Nice. Hey man, if you wanted to do it here, you're more than welcome to. Fan is my only, well, my only mod that's here a lot. Panda's a mod too.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3,
I've lost count. Ooh.
2, 1. Go. No. 45 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you fucking twat. Oh, fuck, you told me that didn't hit.
Seconds remaining.
Oh no, you picked up a fucking bag instead.
5 seconds remaining.
Don't do me like this.
Failed. Course complete. Try again. Congratulations.
What?
Can I do that one?
Course failed, course passed. I had enlisted in your army. Please don't think I was seeking it. That's alright, mate.
It's protecting itself.
I do not think you were seeking it. There you are. I dub thee Mod Bud Nelson. I didn't think that's what that was. I just thought, you know, you've been around fairly regularly, and Fan could definitely use some help. Plastic tree procedures. ID, Holiday Memories Tree, AI14-AE. Acquisition date, 2nd of June 1980. Containment location, Panopticon, Floor 2, Unit 10. Well, Fan, we the Wonder Drew now. Of course. I expect great things. Where are we?
You have my sword.
Woohoo! Containment procedure. Item must be contained within a soundproof cell. Description/altered effect. A Holiday Memories brand white plastic tree with green plastic stand. The item repeats words and phrases spoken within a range of redacted feet, always in a tone below redacted hertz. This verbal mimicry has profoundly distressing effects on the individual it is copying. The item was taken from the Redacted, a Canadian research station established on Ross Island in Antarctica, where it was used to celebrate the holiday season. In 1979, solar radiation damaged the radio, severing the base's only means of communication with the world. After the frozen passages opened, a military expedition visited the base to re-establish contact. They found the base's occupants in various states of madness, rambling about voices in the tree. Military personnel discovered they also heard this tree speaking. After locking the item in a supply crate, they brought it back to the mainland, at which point the Bureau intervened.
Need to hit it harder to break that shield.
Explode that shit. The copies have been given weapons, projectiles. Shield yourself to pass level up. Climb, Jesse, climb! Home safe. Home safe. Object of power 22-KE. Acquisition date 28th of November 2014. Containment location redacted. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description slash para utility. The object is a guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from their surroundings. The object is currently bound by redacted. Background. Discovered in the basement of a home in Redacted, Ohio. The object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives. The object survived with no physical damage. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its paranatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from seam around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside, though the images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of this object are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. Well, that's a bit grim.
Good time to have a shield.
With a sword in hand, I shall save this chat from the naysayers and grant ice cream to all who seek it. I could ask no more from you, my friend. Ice cream's a good idea. First try, alright. We went too far. We must go back. Coming up. Do we have to go up? I don't know where I'm going, got no way of knowing, driving on the road to nowhere. Yeah, surely it has to be that way. Ah. Don't know why I thought the door wasn't open.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
Cleanse the control point. Gonna walk to the store with you on my earbud. Put your head marked till I return or he ends, whichever happens first. Well, we're gonna do this mission, and then I think we're gonna be done. So maybe another half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. Oh, there's already one up there.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old Twig bats inside the plant has a shit fit.
Oh, come on. Oh, 7. Okay, so well before I return. Yeah, probably, mate, probably. Where's this cheeky bastard gone? Yes, Core raided in with like a massive party. And then he went to get some food. Glad to see you back, Core. I hope the food was delicious. Did we just go in here? I know we opened the door. Yeah, okay. So I am losing my mind. everybody doing great. I found a brownie. Oh, now that does sound delicious. Was it a special brownie or was it just a brownie? Either way, it's pretty great.
Let's go lift the lockdown.
Doing okay. I ate myself a brownie too. Oh, you're in simpatico. Regular this time, lol. Mine wasn't. Maybe not quite simpatico. Anything around here? No. What about around the back here? Nope. Ripping that apple fruit. Yes, the UK is so behind in herbal-related laws. Not that that stops many people. Upcoming game reminder. Next game is Wednesday at 8, usual spot. Hazard owes me $20. Arish still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepston Stall's turn. Remus. We did it. We did it. Alright. You just can't get caught, is it? Yeah, that's it, that's it. US is also behind. It's also behind. We're working on it very slowly. At least you're working on it. We are not. I will hit the snooze on the ads because I think we're about to hit finish. We're gonna lift the lockdown. Which is why I played it off smooth. That you did. That you did.
Forces contain the lockdown will only be lifted by a directorial override.
You want to first time set steel strength, shield strength. Okay. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy. I think we like the idea of that. Launch basic enemies when their health is low. I like the idea of that too.
This is what.
Now we can upgrade our grip, or we can make spin. Let's construct spin. Sure, we'll upgrade to get some higher tier mods.
What we came here to do.
Not that we need them right now. Oh, wrong button. Should we swap grip for spin? Damage against enemy armor. Rate of fire. I think we up the rate of fire. I know when that hotline blade.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands.
My hands aren't old and trembling.
I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
Right, let's check the room for any collectibles. And then we will lift the lockdown. Okay, lift lockdown, save game, that'll be the end of it. Does anybody have any raid suggestions? Anywhere they would like to be dropped off?
That's it. The other sector should be open now.
I got nothing.
I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it.
For a biscuit.
You two should get to know each other.
There we are, that should be a save. Let's have a look. No pump empty. Okay.